Previously on Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
We only met once.
You met the client? Well, who was it?
It was... What's going on with Vera? She's staring at Prosecutor Gavin's face again.
Oh my God, it was Kristoff. Yes, what? Is there something about me? It was Kristoff! Hello, I'm Unca Crunk. Welcome back to Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney, where we are going back in time. Showdown time. Apparently. I lost. It's only a game of poker. A game I've played for a long time. Only lost twice. Who's the first? Man I killed, of course. Well, seems I found the partner I've been looking for all along. Over a game of cards? Why, yes, over a game of cards. That was how we first met, 7 years ago. So, Shady Smith and Zach Gramery are the same person? Phoenix Wright's final trial. April 19th, 9:27 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Okay, it's been a long time since I felt like such a rookie. I gotta try and relax. Good morning, Mr. Oh, wait, what? Good morning, Mr. Enigmar. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure I'm prepared. I understand I am asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what's happened yet. All we did was play cards, and that was enough. Actually, it wasn't, trust me.
Hey! Ooh, morning, Daddy!
I'm so glad you came.
You okay, Daddy? They picking on you.
I am fine, as always. This old boy here is to help me after all. That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on.
Baby Trissy. Thanks. My first show's today, after all.
Oh, I'm sure it is. The heck's she talking about?
Oh, boy.
Oh, wait.
Oh, old boy.
Huh? Me? Oh, look what he started.
Here.
It seems fate's clock will make me wait a while longer. At least, only less than 10 swift minutes remain. To all those who have supported me in my life's work, I give thanks. Farewell, Magnifi Gramery. What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. He told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. They said it was really important.
What's this? A memo for you or some such? Not from the looks of it. What is this? It looks like a page from someone's diary. I'll give it a read later. Okay. Oh. Well, how do you feel about the trial today? We'll get through it, somehow. Incidentally, the prosecutor today is a new guy, I hear. An easy win then, yes? They're calling him a true thoroughbred in the history of the prosecutor's office. Of course, there's one of those every year. A switching of attorneys just before the trial. I know it is a difficult situation I put you in. But allow me to say one thing, Mr. Wright.
Yeah?
They will not be able to pronounce me guilty today. So, do your best, but do not worry.
Okay, I gotta pause for just a second.
I'm sure everybody else got this a long time before I did, but that's Shady Smith. That's also Zach Gramery. So the whole thing with the locking in the poker game and all that, that was... Oh. I just remembered that Shady Smith died in that after that poker game. Damn. Trissy's dad really is dead. Okay. Ahem. So do your best, but do not worry. First time a defendant's ever given me a pep speech. I'll do what I can. I see you do not understand. You see, it will be impossible for them to declare a verdict. Impossible? Yes. Isn't that right, Trucy?
Yep, you bet, Daddy.
My first look at the case was only yesterday, and the information I was given was a tad bit lacking, to be honest. Still, I'll do what I can for their sake. I believe the curtains will be lifting any time now. I am in your capable hands, Mr. Wright. My client is Shady Enigmar, known to the world as Zach Gramery, a wildly popular magician, star of Troupe Gramery. His mentor, Magnifi Gramery, was a rare breed of magician. He single-handedly ushered in a golden age of stage magic until he was shot dead. And Zach Gramery is the suspect. April 19th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 7. Oh my God, look at him. Court is now in session for the trial of Shady how do you say this? Enigmar! Shady Enigmar! The defense is ready, Your Honor. Hey, baby. Prosecution's just chilling over here. Why are you talking like that? Because I'm a rock star, daddy-o. Also, I'm 17, and I still haven't worked out what my persona should be yet. I am not going to be able to take you seriously if you continue to talk like that this entire trial. Fine. Is the prosecution ready? I was just thinking, is this what all the fuss is about? Bit of a buzzkill, really. Buzzkill? Is this some kind of new crime? One of the worst. This is a trial, yeah? Where are the sweaty palms? The pounding hearts? A Gaviner's concert's got 10 times the thrill this gig's got. Who were you again? Clavier Gavin. I came to get the party started. Legally, yeah? Gavin! Defense attorney Christoph Gavins! Figures my bro's more famous in this part of town. Clavier Gavin. Lead singer for the mega hit band, the Gaviners. You're out of your league, rock boy. I know what you're thinking. You're out of your league, rock boy. True. My debut single, 13 Years Hard Time for Love, went platinum overnight. But that's just a hobby to me compared to this, yeah? Talkative, aren't you? And I like your affected Euro rock accent, by the way. I'm just getting warmed up here, Attorney Wright. Oh, he's supposed to have... Why doesn't anyone ever tell me these things? Perhaps you would be so kind as to fill us in on the case. Octung, baby. Time to call on the opening act. What was his name again? Ah, yes. Detective Gumshoe. Hit it!
Gumshoe! Gumshoe's here! Yay!
And you are... Hey, you were the one who called me up here, sir. Name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a homicide detective down at the precinct. Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. No kidding. Hey, you! Me? Today's the day, pal. today I win and you lose. I got confidence in my testimony today, see? What? You normally lack confidence in your testimony? Here, detective. This is my stage. Can the antics. Huh? All this, hey, you and such. And I could care less about your history together. Very well, Detective Gumshoe, if you would. Please tell us about the case at hand. It happened 6 days back in a room at the General Hospital. The facts are as simple as they come. It's the crime scene. The victim was a patient asleep in a hospital bed. The killer comes in, puts a pistol to his forehead, and BAM! Lights out. Why is there a bullet hole in the clown statue next to him? Them's the facts. Not so long ago, the victim, Magnifique Gramery, was a famous man. He had the entire country under his magical spell, as it were. Ah, yes, the great magician. He retired years ago, though. Say the name Magnifique to one of my generation and you'd be lucky to get a blank stare. Yes, though I'm sure the youngsters today know his disciples even better. I dare say Troop Grammary has made quite a name for themselves. Yeah, anyhow, the retired Magnifique's been in the hospital for the last year. What was it? A malignorant tutor or something. Doing something to his liver, I think. Yeah, liver. A malignant tumor, perhaps? In other words, he had liver cancer. He had only 3 months left to live, in fact. So why kill him? The facts do seem simple enough, but something's not right. The victim was already climbing a 3-month stairway to heaven. Why not wait for him to knock, knock, knock on heaven's door? Why shoot him? I wouldn't have put it quite so lyrically, but it's true. Why make the effort to commit murder when the victim was about to die? Incidentally, the victim had a serious case of diabetes. Diabetes? In fact, he was about to shoot up with insulin when he was shot with a pistol. The syringe was found at the crime scene. Chronic diabetes and cancer. As much as it pains me to say it, the victim was clearly at the end of his life. I believe the question before us is clear then. Why did the killer have to shoot this dying man? What reason could he have had? Very well, Detective. Perhaps you can enlighten us as to the circumstances of the shooting. Yes, sir. Witness testimony. The circumstances. Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in. A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder. What? The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. The bullet was fired from the pistol found at the scene, no doubt about it. And the pistol definitely belonged to the old man, sir. What? What? You're saying the victim ordered his own shooting? Those are the facts. I have here the letter in question. To my beloved student, Zach, I am... All right. Very unusual indeed. All right, hang on. Although, could such a thing as a letter really cause one to pull a trigger, I wonder? No, wrong one. To my beloved student, Zach, to you I entrust the task of lowering my life's curtain. Come on the 13th, 11:05 p.m. I will ready a gun with which
You will shoot one shot square in the forehead. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Okay.
I believe the answer to that question can be found at the end of the letter. You cannot refuse, and we both know the reason why. Detective Gumshoe, can you explain this to the court?
Unfortunately, even the defendant won't say a peep about that, sir.
One thing bothers me about this. Why didn't he just say 11? Why have him come at 11:05 without some specific reason? Nursing schedule. The devil is in the details here, attorney. Well, was there some reason? As it turns out, there was. Every night for a half hour, starting at 11, the victim, Magnifique Gramarye, was given an IV.
An IV?
Oh, there it is in the picture off to the side of the bed. At 11, a doctor would come to set up the IV. 30 minutes later, he would come back for an empty bag. This happened every night without fail. So it was the only time they could meet without the chance of an untimely interruption during his IV. Very well, shall we begin? Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you would. What's this reason he couldn't refuse, I wonder? He could have at least mentioned it to me.
Cross-examination, start. Actually, the victim kind of ordered the defendant to do him in.
Just because he got the letter doesn't mean he went through with it. Oh, I disagree. The victim was indeed shot in the forehead after all, just as he had commanded.
It could be a setup.
Well, let's not be in such a hurry. Maybe we should let the witness talk for a change.
Thanks, pal.
Fine. I can play it as slow as well as I can play it fast. On with the testimony, Detective Gumshoe.
A few days before it happened, the victim sent a letter ordering his own murder.
And this letter was sent by the victim?
There it is. Gotcha. You're all mine this time, pal.
Eh?
I had the handwriting checked out, of course. It's the victim's, no mistake.
I see.
Score one for the boys.
Didn't lose. I was just ascertaining the facts. So why am I so annoyed? But a letter ordering your own death? Things aren't what they used to be, I guess. I'm not sure this is exactly commonplace even now, Your Honor.
So anyway, I guess I'll keep going while I'm ahead. The defendant did what was asked of him and shot the old man in the forehead. Hold it! How can you be so sure? Hey, you gotta learn when to stop relying on people to do your thinking for you, pal. Learn to think for yourself. Get the noggin cranking.
You failed to grasp the concept of questioning, Detective.
Foist, we got this letter. It says shoot in the forehead, loud and clear.
I can see that, but I still wouldn't do it.
Well, maybe you need to grow yourself a backbone, pal.
You failed to grasp the concept of shooting people as bad, Detective.
We also found the defendant's pistol at the scene.
Traces of gunpowder residue shows that it had been fired recently. Well, Mr. Wright, as far as I can tell from looking at this photo, there seems to be no issue with the prosecution's claim.
There's a hole in the clown.
The photo, maybe there's something in there I can use. So they're saying the defendant shot the victim in the forehead. I think there's a hole in the prosecution's argument. Clearly, Mr. Enigmar shot something else. Looking at this photo, another possibility occurs to me. Yes? What does the letter tell us? That the defendant had a reason he couldn't refuse his teacher's wishes. Bingo, pal! That's why the defendant popped him one in the forehead. Oh, the defense disagrees. You see, the defendant had another choice he can make.
Objection!
What? And you can prove that with this photo? I can prove he had a choice, yes. The defendant might have fired like he was ordered, but he didn't shoot the victim's forehead. Well, let's hear what you're thinking, Mr. Wright. If he didn't shoot the victim's forehead, what did the defendant shoot?
Nee.
Take that!
Clown doll? Take a closer look. See? It's been shot in the forehead, too.
No, thank you. There's a hole in his forehead.
Yes, and a hole in the prosecution's claim.
Objection!
Too easy. Huh. And I suppose you have a reason as to why he'd shoot the clown doll? He didn't just shoot the doll, he shot the doll's forehead. His forehead? Let's read the orders once more, shall we? You will shoot one shot square in the forehead, which is exactly what he did. He shot the clown doll square in the forehead.
The defense has raised an intriguing possibility. That hole in the clown's forehead, it definitely looks like it was shot. Bailiff, send someone to investigate this matter.
Objection!
I admit I'm impressed, but I expected nothing less. Still, this doesn't mean he didn't shoot the victim.
Objection!
Perhaps he didn't have. Perhaps he did have to shoot a forehead as ordered. But the letter says nothing about whose forehead. This was the only way he had to follow his orders without taking a life.
The bullet hole in the clown's the bullet hole in the clown doll's forehead does demand an explanation. It might very well be a clue. Yet Prosecutor Gavin is right. It alone does not prove the defendant's innocence. You cannot say for sure the defendant didn't shoot the victim.
So sorry, Mr. Wright. How sad it is to see the mighty fall. How sad it is to see the novice's overconfidence. Doesn't realize just how big this little hole is going to get.
Detective Gumshoe, please take this newfound fact into account as you continue your testimony.
Yeah, so what if he shot the clown? He still shot the victim, pal.
Hold it!
So let me get this straight. You're saying my client first shot the clown, then shot the victim? Hey, not a bad summary, pal. More of a confirmation than a summary, but whatever. That was really more of a confirmation than a summary. But our defense attorney seems pleased enough with himself. Do these people ever miss a chance to mock me? Well, now that Mr. Wright has gotten that out of his system, shall we continue with the testimony? Didn't have time to gather all the details before coming in here. This testimony might be my only source of information. Better pay attention and read this letter carefully. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. All right, that's clearly a single-shot pistol. All right.
Hold it!
Oh, I meant to... Okay.
Wait, where's the gun? Where's the damn gun? Oh. Ah.
Have I not pressed this?
Oh, I haven't. We skipped ahead.
Hold it!
Why are you so certain? What pile of sand has your head been stuck in all this time, pal? You never heard of Zach and Valent's quick draw shooting? What is that? One of the defendant's specialties. Zach and Valent stand on either side of a coil. Then they shoot. But the bullets don't hit her. Instead, they hit everything else on stage. This was one of the pistols they used in this show. Got a great design, huh? The kids love it.
Many boys and girls join the police because of that pistol, I hear.
What? That's dumb. You know, that would explain a lot about the police force. Oh, yeah, okay. True grammar, you stopped doing that act a while ago. The old man held on to that pistol ever since. I want to see the gun. Need to be able to present the gun. Damn it. Oh, okay. We skipped all the way from this statement to adding a statement at the end. No wonder I'm confused.
Hold it!
You mean this pistol? The one in the crime scene photo? That's the one. It's a funny looking gun, so there's no mistaking it.
We compared the bullet taken from the victim's skull with a bullet fired from this gun. Rifling marks on the bullets were a perfect match.
So you verified the murder weapon, in other words? You bet we did.
The court would like to see the pistol in question.
Finally! You got it, sir. Here she is.
Well, this truly is a blast from the past.
It's a stage pistol for magic shows, see? But it can fire real bullets.
It looks so much bigger in real life than on TV.
Yeah, but it can only hold one round. By the way, the pistol's firing chamber's empty. And it shows traces of haven't been fired recently.
So, were any fingerprints found on the gun? Unfortunately, no. Of course, the defendant is known for wearing gloves. We might say that a lack of fingerprints is, in fact, a fingerprint of its own. Intriguing point. Well made.
Whoa, not well made, not intriguing.
In any case, the court accepts this evidence.
Okay, finally.
My grandchild would get a kick out of seeing this. But now it's time to return to our testimony.
All right. All right. I would like to actually look at the gun first. If you look closely, you can see how the pistol's made to bend here. It's a one-shot only model, and I guess this bend is where you load it. So this is the famous Gramarye Golden Gun. They say kids used to love pretending they had one of these. I wonder if they pretended to miss their targets, too. All right, present.
Objection!
The trickiest cases often seem the simplest. Prosecutor Gavin, you missed the bullet hole in the clown's forehead. If you hadn't missed that, you might have come to a very different conclusion. Understand?
Yeah, but like I just said, pal, after he shot the clown in the forehead, he went ahead and...
Objection!
Did nothing of the sort to the victim. The pistol proves he could not.
The murder weapon? How?
It's quite simple, Your Honor. This pistol only holds one bullet at a time. If he had shot the clown in the forehead, he couldn't have shot the victim too.
That's not a contradiction. Not even close. All he had to do was reload the pistol after the first shot.
Objection!
Oh, where did he get the extra bullet? They're not so easy to come by, you know. If you claim the defendant had one ready, then prove to us how he got it.
Good.
I had a feeling this wasn't over yet. No, this party's just getting started. And I haven't proven anything yet beyond my good looks and startling record sales. An utter lack of humility.
What's this? Seems that the prosecution has another witness prepared.
Like I said, Air Detective was just the warm-up act. Ugh. Now that the audience has a taste of... Now that the audience has gotten a taste of what's to come, they're ready. Ready for what? For my decisive witness, of course. A witness who, you will find, can prove one thing for us. That it was Zach Gramery who shot the victim in the forehead.
Very well. We will pause for a 15-minute recess.
This might be my lucky break. I'll need that 15 minutes to talk to my client, Zach.
Court is adjourned.
To be continued in the next episode. To the outro. His photo has been hanging in the office this entire time, and I never noticed that he looked like Shady Smith until now. I mean, it was instantaneous. As soon as I saw him, I knew. So it's not like the game was trying at all to hide it. Well, that explains why Shady had a locket with Trucy's photo in it. It also means that on the day we met Trucy, she had just learned that her missing father had been murdered and that her interim father had been accused of that murder. That girl is going to need so much therapy. Okay, so we know that this trial is the trial that took Phoenix down, so I'm assuming he lost it. Since Japanifornia has the death penalty, I'm also assuming that Shady vanished after the trial. He is a magician, after all. Odds are Gavin's decisive witness is the actual killer. My first guess is Uncle Valent, but there's also a woman who keeps showing up in old photos of the troop and was part of the act that the gun came from, so it could be her as well. I mean, I doubt it, especially since I suspect Valent in the murder of Drew Misham, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, up here's a playlist of my Danganronpa V3 playthrough, and down here's a video that YouTube recommends. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!